have a fight.
Okay, guys, this next bout is at a 155-pound weight limit for 3 rounds. Introducing your first fighter out of the blue corner, boasting a record of 4 wins and 2 defeats, weighing 153 pounds, standing at 5 feet 9 inches, 22 years of age, representing Esoteric Mound from Mound, Minnesota, Dylan Hero Smerillo! And his opponent out of the red corner with a record of 3 wins and 1 defeat, weighing in at 155 pounds, standing at 6 foot tall, 23 years of age, representing the Cellar, fighting out of St. Paul, Minnesota, Anteze, the Homicide Hornet, Howard! And your referee for the evening is Travis Mateer.
Anteze Howard in the red corner. He's got the black Venom trunks with the gray print. And on the blue corner, we've got Dylan Smerillo with the black, straight black trunks, little gloss on the side. But these two gentlemen quick to center cage. Smerillo, Anteze Howard, left-right punch, and countered by Smerillo.
Nice overhand right by Smerillo to go into the clinch.
Quick start by both gentlemen.
Good knee from Smerillo.
Yeah, they touched the gloves and they went at it.
Anteze needs to start looking at getting his underhooks back, turning his opponent into the cage, where he can work, where he can be dominant. Smerillo has the ability to start kneeing his thighs a little bit here, which he's not doing.
Pressing Anteze Howard against the corner pad is Dylan Smerillo.
Good knee to the body by Smerillo.
You know, with the D1 background in wrestling, there we go. There is the takedown.
Nice body lock takedown. Good hips from Howard.
Oh, right to the feet is Anteze Howard.
Got a very exciting, engaged crowd here at the 8-Town Throwdown tonight. They're going to get a show from these two.
Ooh, front kick by Smerillo, and closing the distance once again is Dylan. Upper body lock by Anteze Howard.
Now we've got Anteze Howard trying to control the wrist. Both guys, there we go. We're starting to knee to the thighs there against the cage. Both guys have had an opportunity to do that and haven't done it yet. It's a lot of wasted energy just trying to pick him up without getting low.
Yeah, you heard the grunting of Anteze Howard. That is a lot of energy that he could be using elsewhere.
He definitely needs to drop and try to suck those knees together, take him down from the hips instead of from the body lock. Slapping to the ear by Smerillo. More annoyance than anything.
Now Smerillo, you know, with that wrestling base, I don't know if he's just pacing himself, catching his breath. Although the fight just started, you don't really see that this early.
Smerillo used his left hand to get the underhook there. He's cupping the shoulder. He should now start trying to bump off a little bit, and start to get that right underhook as well.
Smerillo's gonna have to get a little bit of distance between him and Anteze. He only had one real exchange. Ooh, kick to the head by Anteze Howard.
Missed head kick opportunity for Howard. Closing the distance with the jab. Gets a head kick receipt.
The cover of Smerillo, it's pretty impressive when he's closing the distance. Like he's very conscientious about making sure that he's got his hands up.
Absolutely, he's got kind of that gooseneck over the back of the head, using the knees well.
2 knees to the body, and Anteze Howard is not feeling good. The third knee, left-right punch, hammering is Dylan Smerillo, and Anteze Howard is in trouble right now. More knees to the body. Oh, a guillotine.
Good job by Howard of.
Anteze Howard has got a guillotine. That
I think he's underneath the arm,
yes,
to the point where he's not underneath the chin.
I will tell you, Anteze Howard did not react well to those the knees to the body.
No, and he's putting a hole in his gas tank right now. Smerillo's trying to take away that wind, suck out the energy, and that's going to pay dividends if this goes into the third round.
Yes.
In fact, it may have even paid dividends going into the second with the way that Howard was reacting to those.
Yeah. You got Chris Sycon and Ben Locken in the corner of Anteze Howard.
Howard needs to get his hands above his head, start taking some deep breaths.
Yeah, maybe get that mouthpiece out as well. Clear that airway.
Yep.
That's the one thing with the seller guys I noticed, that they're not quick to clear that mouthpiece. Maybe they train that way.
Well, I know with my guys, I make sure that they always have their mouthpiece in. That way we...
Even in between rounds?
Yeah, even in between rounds.
Really?
Absolutely.
Even if they're having a little gas tank issue,
Yep.
huh?
I don't want that thing going anywhere. Number one, we don't want to lose it. Number two, we want to train like we're going to fight, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes when guys are gassing a little bit, I always try to... the traditional boxing method, which is, you know, the system I grew up in, it's clear that airway. Anteze Howard in the red, and Dylan Smerillo in the blue meet at the center of the cage. And I wonder if Smerillo is going to go back to the body.
I would anticipate it, absolutely, especially with those knees. He does a good job of using them to hold his opponent at bay and not close the distance. There's the knees again from a tight Muay Thai clinch.
Multiple knees to the body and back to the upper body clinch is Dylan Smerillo.
He has a trip to the right if he wants to take it.
I think Anteze Howard might be going for it looked like he was about to go for a ride.
Good knees to the inside thigh of Howard. Howard needs to start working on getting those underhooks. I don't know why these guys are content with just hanging out there.
Smerillo pressing Anteze Howard against the cage. Another knee to the body by Dylan Smerillo. Another knee. Smerillo.
And I heard that over here. That was a thud.
I think that was a referee yelling. But I think Anteze Howard has got 5 minutes, and this definitely, if it's going to benefit anybody, it's going to be the person that on the receiving end of the low blow.
Yep. He's definitely handling it well, Howard is, because I heard that was a stiff one. He's handling it better than I would say.
I think your wife would be cage side screaming in anger right now.
Looks like Howard's ready to go again.
Yeah, both fighters, center cage. Oh my gosh, heavy punch by Anteze Howard. And Smerillo continues marching forward.
Big overhand right, followed by a head kick.
And Anteze Howard is finding the distance. 2 knees to the body. I think sometimes when you concentrate on the body, you forget about distance, and that might be taking place with Dylan Smerillo in those last few exchanges.
Howard's got double underhooks, using his shoulder for striking there against the side of the cage. Could have used that over the top there, that guillotine attempt to try to get that underhook. You can also take that hand that he's using for slapping the ear, maybe gooseneck the right side of Anteze's head.
Smerillo's got he's got that strong wrestling base. I don't know if he's allowing Anteze Howard to waste energy, but he definitely has the pedigree in order to separate himself.
Anteze Howard's doing a good job of using his forehead right in the chin of Dylan Smerillo. Or sorry, correction, Smerillo.
Yes, Smerillo.
Good
knee to the body by Anteze Howard. Anteze Howard had a lot of success using his length in a few of the exchanges. If this round rides out like this, I believe it's going to be split 1-1.
Smerillo's kind of content to just kind of hang out there against the cage, slap him in the ear a little bit, being annoying. Howard moving
Anteze Howard in his own corner listening. Talk about going back to
now
the body.
He's got a tight guillotine.
And
this
Dylan
is very
Smerillo.
tight.
Oh, tap by Dylan Smerillo. Anteze Howard. It seemed like he turned the corner with those punches, with the length. Smerillo just didn't react well after being on the receiving end.
Yeah, he came out in the second round very long, very rangy, landing shots, causing Smerillo to second guess, kind of think a little bit about whether or not he wanted to close distance, get in there and exchange with him. And that played to Howard's favor. He was able to get in there, get a nice body lock, work against the cage, sink in a very tight standing guillotine, causing the tap. Great job to Dylan Smerillo.
right, ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a halt to the action at 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the second round. Your winner by standing guillotine choke, Anteze, the Homicide Hornet Howard.
Howard improves his career to 4-1 as an amateur.
Very
Anteze,
impressive.
real quick, couple words here with you. How'd it go? How was the fight action?
Man, he's a tough competitor. I want to give big respect to Dylan Smerillo. He took this fight on short notice. Big respect to him in this camp. I'm glad I get the win, but I could have did better. I just got away from my game plan. I got the win.
Now there was a moment there in the first round. Looked like you got a shot to the body.
He hit me with a good knee. It was a good one.
And you held on, and then you started delivering in the second round. How'd it feel giving back that energy?
Felt good. Kind of felt his gas tank draining a little bit, so I was like, I just got to go for it.
Pounds on a fantastic win. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Chris Sycon, my head coach, Ben Locken, everybody from the cellar, everybody who came out supporting me. Thank you, guys.
Got it. Guys, your winner, Anteze Howard, everybody.